And Tottenham have won 2 games in a row. Are pigs flying? Is the end near? I'm not too sure. But welcome back to a day after the game before. Tottenham 2, Aston Villa 1. And at least the whole world's taken that win like just as normal, right? There's not been any ludicrous outrage or calls of match fixing or anything. Wow. My God. When Ange said Spurs does crazy things to people, he was spot on. Because everyone has lost their minds over this. Bearing in mind, Villa are in a Europa League semi-final in the week, which they need to win. They're 1-0 down, but suddenly it's match fixing. Is that to do with it just being Tottenham? Do you know what I mean? Because when Crystal Palace players were on the piss in Florence after winning their Europa League, their Conference League game, everyone was celebrating it. The fact that they had West Ham and they were going to roll over for them. But now Villa played a weakened side and we won match fixing. Do you know, like, it is funny. I just said on my TikTok, sometimes with, when we think that everyone's against us, you have to sort of put your tinfoil hat on a little bit. Some things are maybe a reach, but my God, it's all on full display now. Unbelievable. Little old Tottenham that rattles everyone. My goodness. West Ham, when they were going for the Conference League, they rested 6 players against Leicester just before it. But, no, it's all match fixing. All match fixing. Little old Tottenham can't possibly win a game. But what a game they played. My God, that was our best performance of the season. And also, this whole, rotation debate that's going on. We had 8 players out. And we have done for most of the season. So if you're thinking about commenting, going, oh, it's their B team, don't care. Do you know what I mean? Normally, I encourage comments, the algorithm boost. It helps everyone. Keep that one to yourself, because try making 8 changes to your team and then doing that all season. Then you'll finally start to realise how bad our injury crisis is. These changes were made by choice. The luxury of choice. Did we have that? No. Have we had that all season? Also, no. So, miss me with any of that. But we were good though, weren't we? Do you know what I mean? We were good. I was watching it thinking, Arsenal and City fans get this week in, week out. Do you know what I mean? How spoiled you must be that this is just like a regular occurrence. Because we were genuinely unbelievable. And no one epitomised it better than Conor Gallagher. Now, Conor Gallagher is a signing that I've had my gripes with, wasn't a profile we needed, but he was like a dog that had been let off a leash yesterday. He was absolutely everywhere. I haven't even looked for his heat map, but I'd imagine there's not a blade of grass that he didn't cover. The goal, unbelievable, and just him leading the press from the front was the exact reason why we bought him. Performances like that, where he can just get at people constantly, more of that, please. Then no one can complain about it, because he was just incredible yesterday. And to be honest, I think that can go for the whole team. There wasn't anyone who didn't put an absolute shift in. When the lineup came out and I saw that it was Gallagher, Bentancur, Paulinho, I was like a bit like, oh, do you know what I mean? Where's it going to come from? But suddenly Bentancur's downloaded the forward pass DLC. Do you know what I mean? He's packer punched his passing. He's realised he can pass forward. He's looking more and more like the Bentancur we saw under Conte with every game. Since he's come in, he has been absolutely key for us, which makes you think and sort of confirms that under Thomas Frank, all the sideways, backwards passing was instructional rather than him just forgetting how to do it, because since coming in, he has been incredible for us. And hopefully, when he came off, it was just tiredness. I think De Zerbi said there's nothing to worry about. But, if he's got to come off after a shift like that, then fair play. And you've got to give credit to De Zerbi. Without a 96-minute equaliser from Brighton, that could have been 3 games on the bounce, which, wow, then we'd be in dreamland. But the changes he's made, the tactics, he clearly, drills, he clearly researches who we're going to play, because we nullified every single threat that Villa had. Yes, the goal in the 95th minute or whatever was a dampener, right? Because a 2-0 clean sheet away from home would have been unbelievable, but that's not how Tottenham do it. While we all had our gripes with the Greenwood incident and things like that, I think Billy T summed it up best on Twitter when he said, this man can coach a football team. Is it going to work long term still? Everyone can have their reservations about that, that's fine. But for the now, this man knows what he's doing, and you can see the difference he's made in these players in such a short time. The biggest thing that you're seeing from the players is just belief. I said it weeks or months ago. All these players needed was for someone to come in and blow smoke up their arse. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't even matter if you don't believe it. And the criticisms they've faced this year have been valid. Do you know what I mean? They haven't been good enough. But right now, in a relegation dogfight, you need someone to come in and go, right, you are better than this. You can do this. That forward pass, you can make it. That that bit of skill, do it. Try it. And you can see it's paying off already, because the energy and effort levels yesterday, we were relentless. Every time Villa players got the ball, there was 2-3 men pressing them every time. They genuinely couldn't live with it. And that doesn't come if your players don't buy into what the manager's saying, if the players don't believe in it. And yesterday you could see they believed in every single thing that he said to them in the build-up to this game. I don't think any player embodies that more than Kolo Muani. And I'm torn on Kolo Muani. Like, I don't know how I feel about him, because he gets a lot of the ball, but I don't know if the output really matches how much he gets the ball. But the biggest thing that he's been lacking in his loan spell with us is just effort. Do you know what I mean? I think it's fair to say he looked like he didn't care a couple of months ago. He was just happy for whatever's happening. He knows he's going back to the parent club. World Cup's coming up, so he's chilling. But the difference in him in the last few games is night and day. I mean, he got subbed off in the 65th minute and he's going down high-fiving all the fans, trying to cheer them up. And you think, my God, where has this been this whole time? And that's the thing that people forget. We know, our limitations in the squad, but the one thing we want to see is we want to see you fighting for everything. I mean, Porro and Paulinho yesterday cheered every tackle, every throw-in, everything. And I know people call it performative and, say it's for the cameras. But our players need to latch on to any sort of momentum right now, especially playing away at home somewhere like Villa, who are a tough side. Yes, they were shocking, absolutely shocking. But I am bored of seeing everyone saying it's every time Tottenham play well, right? And we beat someone that we shouldn't have. It's, they played bad rather than Tottenham, played well. I'm sorry, we absolutely battered them. Their first touch in our box came in the 60th minute. So, no. Tottenham were good, Villa were pony. But I don't blame them. They've got Europa League semi-final coming up. Do you know what I mean? The bigger picture is far more important. We rocked up there last year with Sergio Reguilon playing. Sergio Reguilon played a game for us, and Ben Davies as well. Love you, Ben, but you know what I mean. But no one minded then because we lost the game. So, no, I'm not letting anyone dampen this performance, this team fighting spirit that we're showing, because we've been missing it all season. As much as people are getting ahead of themselves, it's not over. It is now back in our hands. Win the rest of our games, we stay up. Simple as that. But we do still have Leeds to come and Chelsea. Two very, very difficult games. The only sort of solace you can take from that is West Ham have Arsenal and Newcastle. Arsenal obviously going for the title. Newcastle beat Brighton, finding a bit of form. So all we can do is hope. There's no complacency. It is not done yet. But it is nice for it to be in our hands again, although that makes it a little bit scarier. When it's out of your hands, even if we won the rest of our games, we say, we did what we could. Do you know what I mean? But that's just the pessimist in me thinking. But, look, can't get too happy, can't get, too excited, just on a game-by-game basis. But so far, what we're seeing from De Zerbi, even if we do go down, makes me excited for the future with him. Is that the short-term future or the long-term? I don't know. But at the moment, he's very, very impressive. So, there's my thoughts. Fantastic result, fantastic performance. And now we go again against Leeds next Monday. Let me know your thoughts, man of the match, anything I missed. I think I covered everything nicely. Call me Conor Gallagher. Sorry, I don't know why I did that. Thank you. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next week.